You got to understand that betrayal for men and women are completely different.
Of course.
Okay, so how would a woman betray a man?
A woman can betray a man by cheating on him.
Okay, and how does a man betray a woman?
By having another family outside of his woman, you know?
What if he's taking care of his woman? Is that really betraying her then? If he has another family?
It doesn't, if that's not what she agreed to be committed to, then yeah, he is betraying her. Now it's different if she was like, okay, I'm open to, you know, you being in a whatever the word is called, relationship. Yeah. If she was like, I'm okay with this, then yes, that's great. But if a woman says, I strictly want a monogamous relationship with one man, can you do that? And the man makes a commitment and says, yes, I can. And then he starts another family. That is betrayal. No matter what anyone says, that is betrayal, and that deserves to be
Okay, so let's be
left.
intelligent. Do you think that it's a good move for her to leave then if he was paying all the bills and taking care of her? Like being strategic here? Like getting outside of her feelings, is it actually an intelligent move if you have a guy that's providing everything for you, that you find out he has another family? Like, is it smart to leave?
I would say depending on the woman's worth and if she can get another man. Like me, I wouldn't deal with that. I would just go get someone who has great character and who will do all of that and never do that to me because I know my worth. But some women might put up with that because they cannot get another man.
You do understand that, like, you said you have high standards, right?
On a man.
Hold on, because this is the conundrum that women always put themselves in. You said you have high standards, right?
I never said that, but I'm glad you assumed that about me.
Well, you said before, you're speaking of yourself in a very pompous manner. Oh, I want a guy that has character, even though you didn't mention anything about character, whatever. So I could tell just from the way they were speaking, you have high standards. You said you only had sex with 3 guys. That also implies high standards, whether that's true or not. So, do you have high standards in men then? I'll throw it to you. You can tell me. Yes or no?
Of course, yeah.
What's the bare minimum he's got to make a year for you?
We've already had this conversation. There's no dollar amount.
Reiterate again for the audience so they know.
There's no dollar amount. It's about having a comfortable life. If you and your partner want to live in this area, can the man do it or not? That's what it's about. It's not about.
So what is that number for you then?
Minimum wage.
Yeah, what's the minimum for you then?
Well, I want him to make more than me. So
Okay, so that would be.
I would say he needs to, like the same as I said last time, at least 350,000 or more.
Okay.
Which
What
is
percentage of
very-
men do you think make that kind of money?
Very little, but they come to me all the time, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Just because they come to you doesn't mean that they want to
I've
commit
got
to you.
proposed to twice by them.
And then
so-
why didn't you? So why
Because
didn't
of
you accept it?
character. That's why I chose not to be with. That's why I'm expressing this.
Okay,
I'm
so
so
you're
big of
extremely
character.
selective and picky then. Even guys
Yeah.
that don't make a certain amount of money, you still have other requirements.
What? I did not understand that. It went a little too fast in
So
my
even
head.
with some of your requirements, you're still picky because they don't have everything that you want.
Yeah, I would say character. I would rather go down in finances and have someone that has the
Let's
character.
make this simpler. Who's rarer, you or the man that you're looking for?
Of course, the man is because he
So then,
has
who's the prize in that relationship?
the man in terms of finances, but doesn't mean he's the prize in
In terms of everything, because
ethics.
you want character and all this other bullshit. So it's a lot more than just the finances. It's a
Yeah.
bunch of other stuff too
Of
that
course,
you want.
yeah, and there's a lot of good women, so of course he has a lot more option to choose from. I'm not disagreeing with you with that. So I understand this, but I don't have a problem meeting these type of guys. So I can be picky right now
Clearly you do,
because
because you
I'm
would have been
young.
married by now if they're easy to find.
I was proposed to, but I decided not to marry
So
them.
they weren't good enough.
Exactly.
Even though they met the money requirements, that means you're extremely selective. So what I'm arguing
Exactly.
is, if this guy's so hard to find and you've been proposed by these very men and you still didn't think they were good enough, when you do find a guy eventually, right, that you has the character and you have money and everything else that you're looking for, that guy's probably going to be a top 1%, if not less man. So my question is, if you find that guy and then you find out he has another family or whatever, is it smart for you to leave, knowing how hard it is for you to find that guy?
I wouldn't be with him. He wouldn't be my type of guy to begin with.
No, okay. Imagine you marry him already. It's already done. Would you
Okay.
leave after that point?
Like if he had another family
Yeah.
and like he was actively
Or he
seeing
cheated on
them.
you or some shit, yeah.
Yeah, if he was cheating and he like didn't tell me about that, absolutely. That's against my ethics.
You leave and go where?
I find someone who doesn't do that, who doesn't lie and pretend to have another
do you
family.
understand that men that make that kind of money like have other women all the time?
No, I have friends that, yes, are like that. And then I also have guys that are very monogamous, very wealthy men who have great
You would
character.
never
so,
even
You would know. You wouldn't know, man.
You would
never
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
they-
fine.
Because they're
They
lying
love
to you,
you.
like, yeah, bro. Like,
Listen,
yo,
like,
this is like,
Oh, for sex. There's
Oh,
yacht.
they-
Hold on.
Yeah.
there's-
They
there-
cannot get. I'm
Hold
not
on.
giving it to them, so
Hold
they
on.
have to actually.
So
be
they go to another
into me.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck, like.
Okay, but when a man commits to you and he invests his energy, his resources, time, you know, everything, he's not gonna do that with every girl. He only does that for the girl he values.
Now, hold on. He can have you at
She lost
home.
in the sauce, bro.
You know, he can love you at home, give you the house, the car keys, but when
Yeah.
he's gone, you don't know what he's doing.
Right, that's why it says that about
I
character.
just, like,
Everything is
yo,
about
this
character.
This is what I mean
you
when
know?
I say like women are delusional. Like, bruh, like if you meet a guy of that caliber, like he has all the leverage. Like,
Yeah.
the higher you go up on the totem pole of a man of status and income and how they look and all this other stuff, like the less leverage you have. Like you can't really tell him what to do and you can't replace him. And guys that make these kind of money, these guys that are attractive, chances are he's going to be attractive to a bunch of other women too, and he's going to have side chicks.
But
Like,
it's discipline. He has
Yo.
discipline. That is a
he had
man.
the discipline to make the money in the first place so that you'd be attracted to him. Why the fuck would he listen to someone who doesn't have to exercise the same level of discipline as he did to get to that position? Like, yo, ladies, let me be very candid about this. You can't tell us anything. Once we get to a certain level, we make a certain amount of money, we get a certain level of status. We don't, every time you guys talk, oh, mwah, 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 mwah.
It's
Mwah,
about
mwah, 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 mwah.
inspiring, not
No
telling you.
one
You
gives
should
a
just
shit
do
about
it.
females' opinions. Like, you could tell, like, a guy's level of success and money and confidence by the way he speaks to women. If he tells women, shut up, we don't care, like, you know that dude gets pussy because he doesn't care. Like, the more money and status a guy has, the less they care about what you think. Like, you can't tell them, oh, you're super successful and you've dominated the world, but like, you better be monogamous to me. Like, that's just not how the world works, bro. Like, we don't make all this money to listen to women. We make the money to tell you to shut up. Like, and they don't tell you this because, like, they don't want to lose pussy. But the reality is, like, guys that are successful, they got money, we all think this way. We're like, bro, who gives a fuck what this bitch think? Like, we're all like,
That's not true because when they
It's
respect
not
you,
at all.
they respect you.
All
they want to
men-
know
all
your
men do
opinion
think
because
that
you're their
except for
partner.
God-fearing men.
That is a toxic
Like, who gives a
masculine
fuck?
man. Toxic masculinity.
But
So we're talking about healthy masculinity.
Listen, that sounds good on paper, but reality, he's right. Let's say that was on a yacht, right?
But I've been proposed to by two successful
But you
men
said
who.
no.
and those are bitch ass
I
niggas. You
know,
didn't want
I
them.
know, but
God,
that
you're
was
Bitch ass niggas and you didn't want them. That's why they probably had the money and shit and the character like you claim, but they're probably boring, nice, listening to your opinion or whatever. You would have been more attractive
But
than
it's
they said. I don't really
possible.
care.
It's possible. You could say it's not possible. It's very possible.
No.
Say that to
We're
me.
saying it's
Imagine
possible.
having all that
But
and
having it your way, Polly's not gonna work out how you think.
Okay, well, I feel like it will, and
Merch.
you know, I am highly favored and I'm blessed. So God always rewards me with the best. So no worries. So when I get married
Replay
to that
it.
man, don't be surprised if I come back and say, guys, look.
No.
You know, so
You would settle with a guy when you're 30 plus years old.
no,
and
it's
you-
going to be in my 20s.
Who?
So
20s?
yeah, I have a few candidates that are multimillionaires
No,
who are
but
who are really trying to commit to me.
All right, so you think they're gonna be multi-banners and only have sex with you? Do you seriously think that?
If they're looking for something
Muslim-
serious
Muslim-
and they want a monogamous
Muslim men are
relationship
not
with one
monogamous,
woman,
they're not
absolutely. If
Okay.
they want to be with multiple women, then that's not my
Have
guy.
you ever thought like what the man wants besides what you just want?
A man
Ladies,
wants
no side
peace.
conversations. What
You
the hell
know?
are you guys talking about over there?
Oh,
What?
sorry.
I just said men just have the women in other religions or in other places. Like they only have the women that they can afford for a reason.
Well, yeah, I mean, men are only as faithful as their options. So, like, if a dude has the ability to have other women, they're gonna do it. And it's, I just find it hilarious
true.
how she's over here saying, "I'm gonna get with a millionaire, blah blah blah, and he's gonna be monogamous to me." It's like, have you ever thought to yourself like what that guy wants in exchange?
Yeah, but some guys that can have multiple women, some guys that can have multiple women, I know a few successful men that say they don't have multiple women because there's too much drama in their life, that they don't want to deal with the drama, so they'd rather be with one person because it's a lot to handle multiple women. You have to handle their mood swings. You have to handle potential drama that comes with
Yeah,
that.
that's why they just fuck them.
They,
Let me tell you
they
what comes back
onto you.
don't, they don't do it.
Let me say how an expert dream seller sells dreams. That's what I would say to niggas. Sorry, to girls. Because you know what's funny about this? That's what they want to hear. Listen, he can say that all day, but when he's with his boys in, I don't know, DR or Brazil, he's gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm monogamous." He's gonna go fuck. Like, it's like.
I think that's a reflection of your guys' character that you guys will do that, but there are men who were raised right and who have the ethics that will
All right,
never
look,
do that
look,
because
these
it's
men
ethically
that
in
are
them, no
raised
matter
right-
who is hot.
Okay. So
you
let me
know?
ask you this: if these men are so cool and they don't cheat and they have this money, why aren't you with them?
I just got out of a relationship, so I have to take time and
Yeah, but why
vet
did you
these
get out?
guys out. It takes time. You just can't hop into one thing to
Why
another.
did you break up with him though?
I told
she
you
didn't
guys
date them,
why.
a lot of them. She
No, I
just said-
told you the guys that proposed to me. Why I broke up with one of them because he was arrogant, and I don't want him to disrespect other people. That's my standard. I can be with someone who is respectful
Oh,
to
so he's
waiters.
arrogant, so he didn't give a fuck
Not
about
towards
what
me,
you
but
thinking.
towards other people, you know. And then he tried to
Come on,
change at the
man.
end, but it's you
Look,
already showed me your
Look, see,
side.
this is the problem with women. No, all due respect, this is why you guys are retarded. You guys want to get all the benefits of a rich man and a successful man, but you guys don't want to deal with what's going to come with that. Other women, arrogance, confidence, ambition. Like, you guys want a successful guy, but you guys don't want to deal with the ramifications of being with that guy. Like, you want a dude that has money and status, but he behaves like he's your, like, broke ex that would, you know, fall on your every word. Men don't become successful and then look at women as equals. Like, that's just not how the world
I
works.
mean, of course, there's gonna
And
be
you're just,
other
like,
women,
delusional
but
for
you
thinking
have
this way.
to literally have like a mind of a man to not just wander off and have wandering eyes. Of course, there's gonna be other women in your eyes, and everybody is beautiful. Like every woman is beautiful, but you have to have like,
Discipline.
hello, you're just
And a lot
You know,
of
I find it
successful men
interesting-
are married,
I find it
by the way.
interesting that women.
And
Hold on,
they've
hold
been
on,
with
hold on,
one
hold on.
You can be a
woman.
millionaire, you can
Hold on,
have both.
hold on,
you
hold
can
on.
have-
Ladies,
talk
ladies,
about
ladies. Isn't it
and maybe
interesting?
if you're lucky, you'll get a lady who loves
Yeah,
women as
yo,
well.
Is there a reason why?
I find it interesting.
Tea on that. Clock.
I find it interesting how individuals that live life on easy mode try to tell us about fucking
What do
discipline.
you mean easy?
Easy mode, miss.
Okay.
I get high.
Okay, with all due
4 times a day.
respect, if I took your
do
brain,
get high.
hold on. If I
And
took
what
your brain and
about
put it
it?
in a man's body, he'd probably be fucking poor. That's just,
Not
he'd
really.
probably be
He
destitute.
definitely would be.
No.
He would be.
I'm a nail tech.
Like,
I got some rich stoners.
You don't know me,
though.
and I
got
don't
some
know
rich
you. So
stoners.
I mean, like,
Nigga, you're a bum, bro. Come on.
a bum.
Come on, bro.